probably already aware that Kentucky is famous for its fried chicken, bourbon, and horse racing. But did you also know that Kentucky is a great place to live? In today's video, I'm going to tell you 6 great places to live in Kentucky. Welcome back. I'm Katie Skeen, a local realtor here in Louisville, Kentucky, and on my channel, we discuss all things related to moving to and living in Kentucky. So if you're interested in more information about the top 6 places to live in the state of Kentucky, this is the video for you. The first city I want to mention to you is Lexington, Kentucky. Now, when you think of Lexington, I want you to think of horse country. A lot of people, when they think of the state of Kentucky, they're imagining green pastures and rolling green fields and horses. When you think of that, that is Lexington, Kentucky. Lexington is known as the horse capital of the world, and it's also home to the Kentucky Horse Park. There are over 450 different horse farms surrounding the Lexington area. The horse racing and horse farms are also really contributing to the economy in Lexington as well. Lexington is an international center for racing, breeding, and horse sales. Equestrian is one of the major industries here, and it contributes to over 60,000 jobs in the state of Kentucky. Equestrian are not the only job opportunities in Lexington. They also have opportunities in healthcare, manufacturing, and education. As many of you know, Lexington is the home of University of Kentucky, so there's a lot of opportunities there at the university with faculty and staff as well. There's plenty of things to do in Lexington. There's great restaurants, shopping, cafes, and bars. If you're interested in a nice outdoor shopping mall, there's the Summit that has a lot of really nice stores. It has a little popsicle shop in the middle of the mall called Steel City Pops. It's really delicious. I always recommend to stop by and get a popsicle while you're there. There's also plenty of activities and amenities to do around as well. There's Keeneland Racetrack, so if you're interested in getting that Kentucky experience with betting on horses and seeing the horse races, I would definitely recommend Keeneland. It's in a part of Lexington that's surrounded by those beautiful hills like I talked about, those rolling green hills. Lexington is also home to the Lexington Arboretum, which is a beautiful place to visit. As I already mentioned, Lexington is home to the University of Kentucky, which is one of the region's largest employers. It also supports agriculture. The University of Kentucky owns over 2,400 acres of land in that area. They've been studying and researching agriculture and making contributions to that field since the late 1800s. The second city I want to mention to you is Louisville, Kentucky. Now, disclaimer alert, Louisville's my favorite because that's where I live, but Louisville is the largest city in the state of Kentucky, and it's known for its unique combination of Southern charm and hospitality, but also the big city amenities and feel that you would want. Louisville is where the Kentucky Bourbon Trail starts, so you can start in Louisville with our distilleries here, and then there are 37 distilleries across the state, going all the way from Louisville to Bardstown to Lexington and everywhere in between. We have a lot of visitors and tourists coming in from out of state to do that Kentucky Bourbon Trail, so if you love bourbon, you're going to find that here in Louisville. There's a lot of opportunities in the bourbon industry for jobs. So if you're looking for logistics, production, warehouse, all of the different things involved with the production of bourbon, you can find jobs for that here. There's other industry as well. We have a lot of healthcare, e-commerce, education. There's a lot of opportunities here in Louisville. Some of our major employers are Humana, UPS, and Ford. There's abundant job opportunities here in Louisville, and it's also still a relatively low cost of living. Now, in comparison to our state, Louisville is going to have a higher cost of living than some of the other cities that we're mentioning in this video today. But if you compare it to the United States as a whole, Louisville has a very low cost of living, as does the entire state of Kentucky. Louisville has a lower unemployment rate in comparison to the rest of the state. It also has a lot of diverse suburban neighborhoods, lots of different types of neighborhoods, so lots of options for housing here in Louisville. There's plenty of things to do here in Louisville. Louisville is known for its food scene. It regularly gets put on the top of some of our nation's lists of foodie cities. So if you like to explore food and cuisine, this could be a place that you would enjoy. It's also home to many museums, including the Louisville Slugger Factory Museum. So we produce the Louisville Slugger bats here. So that's a really exciting thing that you can visit and explore. There's also a lot of culture. There's the Louisville Ballet and the Louisville Louisville Orchestra. There is sports opportunities with the University of Louisville and also Louisville FC, our soccer club. There's also the Louisville Bats, which is our AAA baseball team here in Louisville. And we absolutely cannot forget that the Kentucky Derby is actually here in the city of Louisville. It's the first Saturday of May. It's the first leg of the Triple Crown, and it is an amazing time to be in the city of Louisville during that first weekend of May. The third city I want to mention to you is Bowling Green. It's about an hour and a half-ish south of Louisville, and it has a Tree City USA designation. They have put a lot of emphasis in preserving the urban forest even within their city, so it's a city that is beautiful with lots of greenery and trees. It's a city that has a lot of outdoor recreational opportunities. There are the Lost City Caves, there's Mammoth Cave National Park, as well as Barren River State Park. Now, I've actually been out to Barren River before. I've gone camping there with my family. There's a really nice lake. We've gone boating. It's a really fun place to be outdoors, to enjoy the scenery, all of those things. And then, of course, Mammoth Cave is a destination that people come from all over the nation to see. If you're not into the outdoors, maybe you'll consider visiting the National Corvette Museum. It's one of the top-rated places to visit in Bowling Green. You'll also be interested to know that they are still manufacturing Corvettes in Bowling Green. Bowling Green also boasts many shops, parks, museums, and also the Bowling Green Hot Rods baseball team. Bowling Green's largest employment opportunities include manufacturing, logistics, education. Some of their large companies there are Fruit of the Loom and General Motors. The cost of living in Bowling Green is one of our lowest in the state, so it makes it a very affordable place to live, especially for those families and individuals who might be on a tight budget. The fourth city I want to mention to you is Covington. Now, Covington has it all because it's located just across the river from Cincinnati, Ohio. Covington is a great place if you want the small town charm of a Kentucky city, but also all the big town amenities that you could want. Covington has so much to offer. It has a thriving art scene with the Carnegie Visual and Performing Arts Center, as well as the Baker Hunt Art and Cultural Center. It's home to a historic German-American neighborhood, which has shops and restaurants with that German cuisine and culture. Covington is known for its vibrant urban neighborhood atmosphere. It has a lower cost of living as well than Cincinnati, but you just cross right over the river to get all of the amenities that Cincinnati has to offer. Covington is a hub for retail as well as healthcare, so there's plenty of jobs in those industries. The fifth city that I want to mention to you is Paducah. Now, it's all the way over there in western Kentucky. It's known as a culturally art-rich city. It has the National Quilt Museum, as well as the Lower Artstown District. There's many galleries, studios, and performance spaces. The economy in Paducah is strong. It has many jobs in healthcare, education, and manufacturing. Paducah is known for its education with many top-rated schools and universities. Paducah has parks, museums, and of course their symphony orchestra, but probably the best thing about Paducah is its community atmosphere and feeling. A lot of people say it's a very welcoming place to live, and they have such a strong sense of pride in their town and community. The sixth city I want to mention to you is Owensboro. What you might not know about Owensboro is that it is the national barbecue capital of the world. There is a barbecue festival every May where people come from all over to compete and to showcase their barbecues. Owensboro is Kentucky's fourth largest city, and it sits right on the Ohio River. If you're not into barbecue, there's plenty of other things to do in Owensboro. They have restaurants, shops, and also a lot of cultural activities. There's also a lot of outdoor recreation in Owensboro as well. They're known for their fishing and hiking. Owensboro is another one of our cities that's known for being overly friendly and welcoming. It has a high standard of living with a low cost of living. So with that type of community atmosphere and affordability, many people flock to Owensboro. I hope you've enjoyed this video about the 6 best places to live in the state of Kentucky. If you're interested in more information about moving to Louisville, be sure to check out my video, Moving to Louisville. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.